Hi, my name is Priya. I boarded an airplane before I could walk. I speak 2 languages, but can only write in 1. I think in the imperial system, using inches, feet, and gallons, but I don't know what the temperature is in Fahrenheit. I am a third culture kid. A third culture kid is a person who has spent a large portion of their childhood outside of their parents' culture. This term isn't widely used or known, but it's real. It's like a description of where you come from. It means it's complicated. It tells someone that you're from multiple cultures and know the world from multiple perspectives, but it also means that you don't identify with any single place. I was born in Nepal, but my biological parents didn't raise me. A Swiss and American couple adopted me, and we lived in Kathmandu for the first 11 years of my life. Growing up in this family, I've had the privilege to travel. I would often travel to Geneva, to my father's family, and to California, where my mother's family lives. While I was in Nepal, there wasn't a single year I did not visit one of their homes. Our family also enjoyed the privilege to travel in Asia. In almost every country we visited, the locals would point out that I didn't look like my parents. And that was because I was adopted, and I don't resemble my parents. But then they would ask the question. It's a question that seems so normal, but has grown increasingly difficult to answer. So then, where are you from? I would immediately say that I was from Nepal, because I had those dark eyes, that brown skin, and straight, sleek hair. And I was somewhat able to understand and speak the language. But as I grew older, I questioned my answer. Am I really from Nepal? Sure, I was biologically tied to Nepal, but I had a Swiss nationality. And sure, I lived in Nepal, but my extended family did not. The answer soon became apparent. No, I'm not from Nepal. But since I live in Nepal, it is my home and it is my base. But at the age of 12, I moved to New York City, and the answer I'd come up with no longer applied. Yet I still yearned for Nepal, even though it wasn't my home or my base anymore. And for the longest time, New York didn't feel like a home, more like one of the many trips and vacations our family enjoyed. I was expecting to pack up all of our stuff and go to Nepal at any moment, but we didn't. Although I was able to adapt to the city life, it didn't feel like a home. So once again, I answered the question. Home was now a physical location, where my family was present. 3 years later, I left for Coastal Studies for Girls, and I left my most recent definition of a home. My family was gone, and I was placed in a completely unknown environment. As the days, weeks, and months passed, CSG has become a home. But it was not a home that fit my definitions of family or place or being biologically tied. It was then I realized that Coastal Studies for Girls have changed me and ultimately my perspectives. Home is no longer a physical place. It's a mental place, a state of mind. It's the experience of being closely connected and the feeling of being supported and the ability to grow. While at CSG, I've reflected on my actions and myself as a person. I've pondered and questioned my home. Being immersed in an unknown environment and in a tightly knit community, CSG has helped me realize that home is not a place. It's the people in it and the connections I myself have made. With this interpretation, I can have multiple homes, including Kathmandu, Geneva, San Francisco, and New York. I can belong to more than one place. Now, I believe that everyone needs a home. A community full of connections and a sense of belonging, one that pushes growth and allows vulnerability and stability. I believe that these connections and these homes should be made for refugees coming from Syria and in all war-torn countries. As time goes by, the refugees will only increase. They should also have the privilege of home because it allows stability in their lives. It's not right that refugees should give up a community, connections, and a sense of belonging for protection that their country cannot provide. Creating home for refugees, a place where they feel they belong, is a desire I would like to pursue in the future. Being at CSG, I've come to realize that not everyone has these types of connections and a sense of home that I have found in these past 4 months. But I believe that everyone should be able to feel this sense of home, and I want to help those who don't. But that doesn't mean that I have to wait till I'm an adult. Helping a person make a connection can be as simple as going up to a new student at school or a new family in the neighborhood. It can be donating to an organization that supports affordable housing or helps refugees or immigrants seek asylum. It can be donating to an organization that supports, Everyone can help create a sense of home and a sense of belonging just by the simple actions in their daily lives. Thank you.